Hi guys, Mr. Bilton here, ready for another Friday assembly, and this week the school value that we are thinking about is belief, believe. Firstly, I would like you to think about what does it mean to have self-belief. You might want to pause the video to give yourself some thinking or talking time. So hopefully you've had a think, and self-belief you've decided means that maybe you've got confidence in yourself and how able you are to do things, that it makes you feel successful, and maybe having self-belief makes you really feel like a winner. Now, feeling like a winner and feeling successful are really good things to feel, but not everybody feels that way, and we certainly don't feel that way all the time. So I wonder, how can you improve the belief that you have in yourself? Well, the very first thing that you might want to do is trying your very best at everything that you can do. If you've tried your best, nobody can ask you to have done anything more. Another good way to improve your self-belief is making sure that you don't give up when things go wrong or when things get tough. Sometimes we call that determination, or we call it resilience. And at school recently we started doing some work all around developing that mental toughness and making sure that when things do get a little bit harder, we make sure that we keep trying, because as we often say at school, it's from the mistakes and when we get things wrong that sometimes we do our very best learning, and we know that that way didn't work and we need to try something else that will make whatever it is work, and it will help our self-belief get better if we make sure that we keep trying at things. We also need to remember that working hard is about you achieving rewards and doing things for yourself. It's not having self-belief for others. Self-belief is all about the belief that you have in you, and for you being able to achieve the things that you want to do and the goals that you have. So sometimes if you're lacking in self-belief, you might feel a bit like the guy in the top left corner up there, all slumped over and looking pretty down about yourself. We all feel like that sometimes, and it's perfectly okay to feel like that sometimes. What we want though is for you to stand tall like the guy in the middle, or perhaps even the guy in the bottom right corner who's jumping up in the air and looking really happy about himself. And to stand tall like that, or to be jumping in the air, you need to have a sense of achievement, to feel like you've done well with something. And it's that self-belief that often will help you get to that sense of achievement and having achieved something, whatever it may be. So Cuxton, now I want you to think about something that you've achieved. It could be something in school, it could be something at home, it could be something at a club that you've gone to in the past, but something that you did really well at and something that you were proud of. I want you to keep that in mind, and then I want you to think about what it was that you did that meant you had that achievement. You achieved whatever it was that you're thinking of. I'm going to give you a bit of thinking time, a bit of talking time, and I want you to use that time to decide what is it that you did that meant you could achieve that thing that you are thinking of. You probably spent that time thinking about the fact that to get to your achievement you probably had to practice hard and give up lots of time in order to do it, and like the children in these photos, the swimmer and the violinist and the other children that you see there, they've probably put a lot of time and effort into practicing the things that they've got those awards for and those achievements. So the key there is to make sure that you put lots of time and effort into practicing whatever it is that you want to achieve. I'm going to leave you to watch a video now. It's a fantastic little guy called Kid President, and he can talk to you about self-belief far better than I can. So I will let you watch the video of him, and then I'll come back to you with a couple of other questions. Enjoy!
I think we all need a pep talk. The world needs you to stop being boring. Yeah, you. Boring is easy. Everybody can be boring, but you're gooder than that. Life is not a game, people. Life isn't a cereal either. Well, it is a cereal. And if life is a game, aren't we all on the same team? I mean, really, right? I'm on your team, be on my team. This is life, people. You got air coming through your nose. You got heartbeat. That means it's time to do something. A poem. Two roads diverged in the woods, and I took the road less traveled. It hurt, man! Really bad. Rocks, thorns, and glass. My parts broke. Wah! Not cool, Robert Frost. But what if there really were two paths? I want to be the one that leads to awesome. It's like that dude Journey said, don't stop believing unless you dream stupid. Then you should get a better dream. I think that's how it goes. Get a better dream and keep going. Keep going, and keep going. Will Michael Jordan have quit? Well, he did quit. No, he retired. Yeah, he retired. But before that, in high school, what if he quit when he didn't make the team? He would have never made Space Jam. And I love Space Jam. What will be your Space Jam? What will you create will make the world awesome? Nothing if you keep sitting there. That's why I'm talking to you today. This is your time. This is my time. It's our time. We can make every day better for each other. If we're all on the same team, let's start acting like it. We got work to do. We can cry about it, or we can dance about it. We were made to be awesome. Let's get out there. I don't know everything. I'm just a kid. But I do know this. So everybody's doing to give the world a reason to dance. So get to it. You've just been pep talked. Create something that will make the world awesome. Play ball.
There, I told you it was good, didn't I? Now, what I would like you to spend a bit of time thinking or talking about is, now that we've talked about self-belief, what is it that you are going to try this week or over the next few days that you need self-belief in order to try? Okay, so hopefully you've come up with something that can be your goal over the next few days. Now I'd like you to decide who is it that you could help so that they have more belief in themselves, and then think about how you would help them to have more belief. Think about the things that we've talked about already, maybe. Okay, hopefully you've got somebody in mind that you're going to help them to improve their self-belief, and you've got an idea of how you're going to do it. Next, I would like you to think about what would help you to have more self-belief, and how could somebody help you to improve your self-belief. And lastly, I'd like you to spend some time thinking about who could help you to have more self-belief in yourself. So I will leave you, Cuxton, with a quote that I like from Christopher Robin, who said, "You must always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." So, believe in yourself, Cuxton. Okay, that's all from me this week. I hope that's given you something to think about and something to try and achieve over the next few days. All that's left is for me to say have a fantastic weekend, stay safe. Again, I'll see some of you in school next week, and some of you I look forward to hearing about the fantastic things that you're doing at home. And a final message to parents when you're sending in your child's home learning: if you would like their image to be part of an assembly that I'm putting together later on in this term, or some of their images to go up on our Facebook page, please send in those images via email. And if you don't want them to be part of that, please either make that clear in the email or don't send in the image. But have a great weekend, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.